Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. This is Sunil here. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. Now you are allowed to chat. This is Sunil speaking. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining this session. The participants number is keeping on growing. Thank you for your response. And to focus more on the session, let's stop the chat box. Okay. Thank you all. 1 minute. Thank you all for joining the session and welcome you all to this first session on AWS. This is our plan for our today's session. We'll have an introduction. So I will be introducing myself. I'll be sharing my experience. And then I want the introduction of the participants, definitely not all the participants. Let's have few interaction with some of the participants. And then once the introduction is completed, we'll jump on to AWS. What is AWS? What is cloud platform? If you're completely zero in AWS, that's not a problem. This session is a good session for you from a beginner to medium level and understanding the course contents. This course is designed for what kind of target audience. This is all our plan for our today's session. So let's start with an introduction. So my name is Sunil. I have total 10 years of experience in IT industry. First 4 years of experience I worked on first 4 years I worked on Oracle applications as a technical consultant. Then I have shifted my technology from Oracle applications to AWS and DevOps. So 4 years of experience I'm having in Oracle and 6 years of experience I'm having in AWS and DevOps. And I also have close to 4.5 years of experience in a training field. And I'm based out of Hyderabad. So this is about quick introduction about myself. Okay. And I also want to have quick introduction about the participants. Whoever wants to give their introduction, wants to communicate, please raise your hand. Definitely we cannot have introduction of all the participants. Let's start with few of the participants. If you want to have introduce yourself, want to have a quick talk with me, please raise your hands. Let's start with the Kausar Chinnur. Can you unmute Kausar? By default, you'll be on mute.
Hi Sunil, hi everyone.
Welcome Kausar, welcome to the session.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session which we are going to utilize here. And this is Kausar. I have overall 12 years of experience as a project coordinator. I am working as a delivery support.
Okay.
And I have been working on multiple MS Office tools.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's also, this will be new for me. So it looks like very interested. So hopefully
AWS is such a skill set where everybody should know now in the current industry, no matter you're from the support team or you're from a developer background or you're from the operations team. This is something common skill set everybody expected in their profile. So Kausar, even though you're zero in AWS, I hope you'll understand the concept AWS and you'll be comfortable learning. You'll have a good learning curve on AWS. Okay.
true, Sunil.
Thank you very
Expecting the
much.
same. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Viresh Kumar, good evening. Could you please unmute yourself, Viresh, and you can have a talk. Viresh, can you hear us? Okay. Nagur Babu, good morning. You are allowed to unmute. By default, you'll be on mute. You are allowed to unmute yourself and you can have a talk. Upendra, can we have a talk? Upendra, can we have a talk? You are allowed to unmute. Looks like few issues. Sri Salem, can you hear me?
Yes.
Upendra,
Good morning, sir.
good morning.
Not-
Yes, your quick introduction, please.
My name is Upendra. Sir, my studying MCA completed 2021.
Okay. Okay. You're currently working?
Working currently Hyderabad.
Okay. Okay, Upendra, even though you are fresher or experienced, having learning AWS is one of the latest technologies. Very good. Okay. I
Yeah.
hope you'll enjoy the training, Upendra. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Bhargav Ram.
Hello, sir.
Welcome, Bhargav. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, sir.
Thank you. May I know your introduction?
Sir, I'm working as a data scientist, sir. I mean, I'm a fresher. Like, I got a job recently as a data scientist.
Okay. Any specific reason why are you planning to learn AWS?
Sir, actually, I would like to integrate machine learning models with AWS.
Perfect.
I thought that it will be useful. Is it
There are
like,
specific services in AWS which helps in machine learning technology.
okay, so
Okay.
this is not beneficial for me?
This is not training specific to machine learning. This is a generalized training, a beginner level training, beginner to medium level training, which helps you to make yourself comfortable in the cloud environment. And then you can select your required services, and then you can learn by yourself, Bhargav. Okay. This is
Okay,
not
so if
specific to machine learning. This is a generalized course.
no,
Okay.
no, I don't want to for specifically to machine learning, but I want to. Is it beneficial to learn this AWS?
Definitely. As you know, many clients who are using machine learning are running on AWS cloud. I hope you know that. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
having knowledge on this AWS, having skill set on AWS definitely make yourself comfortable working in the environment. Okay.
And what are the job prospects, sir?
I'll tell you once we complete the session. Okay. You're from which location, Bhargav?
I'm from Hyderabad, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Any
Well,
specific questions?
sir, the thing is, if I learn AWS, this course, if I complete, will I be able to get the job, sir?
Yeah, you in case if you're planning to shift, you can try for AWS. This training is designed for AWS Certified Solutions Architect. Okay, so to that
Okay,
role, you can try for the jobs. Okay,
okay, sir. Thank you so
thank you,
much, sir.
Bhargav. Thank you, Bhargav. Ravichandra Madineni, you are allowed to unmute. You have unmute controls. You can allow. You can unmute and talk
Hi,
yourself. Yes, yes,
hi. Good
Ravichandra.
morning, good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Ravichandra. I have 5 years experience in that one, but I have zero knowledge on AWS. Currently working with Java developer.
Okay. Good. Even though Ravi, as I told you, even though you're completely zero in AWS, you will make you this training will make you comfortable, okay, to understand what is AWS, what is cloud platform, how AWS helps the clients, okay, to maintain their infrastructure.
Okay,
Okay, I hope you'll have a wonderful
okay,
learning.
fine.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
So before starting, let's have last call. Rajesh R.
Hi, sir. This is Rajesh Shah. I'm from Bangalore. I have 12 years of experience. Currently working as senior software engineer 3, where we use the AWS in our most of the applications in the backend. We have
Perfect.
more
Okay.
than more than around 500 servers we have in our application.
Wow. Okay.
It's a very, very big cloud farm. Maybe
Okay.
I'm from the telecom background.
Okay.
I know a little thing about AWS, but in depth I want to learn here.
Okay. Okay. You already
Yes.
are aware of AWS. Okay.
Yes, and is this recording to be sending for us?
I will update you. I'll update you
Thank
about
you.
this. Okay.
Thank you, Sunil.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you very much. Rajan Kumar, welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I'm currently working with CDAC Kerala
Mm-hmm.
in
Okay.
cybersecurity group,
Okay.
and I have 1 year experience in cybersecurity.
Cyber security.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And I want
I
to
hope you
learn-
know, Ranjan, most of the clients are maintaining their infrastructure on AWS, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
have to understand how exactly the networking concepts of AWS works in the industry so that you feel comfortable configuring it. Okay.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
you will
Yes.
enjoy the training. You are aware of AWS or is it completely new to you, Rajan?
No, sir. I have basic knowledge about
Basic
AWS.
knowledge of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. How do you got to know about this training?
By recommended by my friend,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and he told me about a new session on AWS going
Okay.
to start.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ranjan. Thank you, Rajan.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So let's start. We had a few introduction of participants. Let's get into the actual concepts of what is AWS. Okay. Now, if anybody asks you what is AWS, as simple as that. If anybody asks you what is AWS, what should be your answer? Your answer is AWS is a cloud platform. If anybody asks you what is AWS, the best answer what you can provide is it's a cloud platform. What is cloud platform? Okay. Now, what are the features? What is cloud platform? What is the features of cloud platform? So let's try to understand all this in the particular session. Okay. Now, before starting at AWS, so let's have a quick understanding about Amazon. Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar company started in Seattle, USA. Okay, so Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar. It's started in USA. In which year it has started? 1995. Jeff Bezos. Amazon has started their operations in 1995. First, their products are they started selling DVDs, MP3 players, electronic gadgets, software. So they are into this kind of business. Okay, and you also know AWS, Amazon also produces a famous hardware Kindle ebook reader. That is about AWS. In 2006, Amazon officially have launched AWS. So when this AWS concept started, Amazon has started in 1995, but AWS concept has been started in the year 2006. This concept of cloud, Amazon started providing AWS, a cloud platform, in the year 2006, and now they are major provider in the cloud computing services. Okay, so the concept of AWS, the concept of cloud, from they're first of its kind. The first cloud platform provider of the world is AWS. Okay, they have started this concept in the year 2006. Okay, so let's learn more about this AWS. Let's make the concept clear. AWS, Amazon Web Services, is a collection of remote computing services. AWS is a collection of remote computing services. So don't worry about this technical jargons. What is remote computing? Let's start about, let's simplify its collection of services. As simple as that. AWS is a collection of services. This combination of services together makes a cloud platform. So what is AWS? It's a cloud platform. It's nothing but collection of services. Definitely, a next question could be, Sunil, what do you mean by service? As my statement says, AWS is a collection of services together makes a cloud platform. Okay, Sunil, that's fine. AWS is a collection of services together makes a cloud platform. That's fine. Can you give me an example of service? I'll give you a best example of to understand the concept of service. We all use Google Drive, isn't it? We all use Google Drive. Now, what is Google Drive? It's a storage service provided by Google. As simple as that. What is Gmail? It's an email service provided by Google. So AWS is as simple as that. It's a collection of services. This combination of services together makes a cloud platform. And if you want to use its services, it's offered over the internet. Compare, if you want to use Google Drive, obviously you need to have an internet connection. Am I right? If you want to use Google as a storage service, you want to store your documents or images in Google Drive. So what you need is internet connection in the same way. AWS is a collection of services. Together makes a cloud platform. As simple as that. Offered over the internet. Obviously, if you want to use the services provided by AWS, obviously, if you want to use the services provided by AWS, you need to have it. They are offering over the internet. You need to have an internet connection. So you may have questions. Sunil, what are the list of services provided by AWS? So if you want to look at that, you can see the site. The site to connect to AWS is aws.amazon.com. Log into a site aws.amazon.com. You'll get the list of services. Okay, let's look at that. Let's dig into practicals. So the statement says AWS is a collection of services. The combination of services together makes a cloud platform offered over the internet. Now you are eager to know. So what are the services provided by AWS? I'll show you. Look at this. Now, if you want to experience the services of AWS, obviously you need to connect to AWS cloud. So the URL is aws.amazon.com. So I will log into aws.amazon.com and I'll show you list of services what AWS provides. Have a look at this. I hope you know the URL aws.amazon.com as mentioned in the slide. Sign in. I log in with my username and password. I'm done. I have logged into AWS Cloud Platform. Now, why did I log into AWS? Look at the statement. As mentioned in the statement, AWS is a collection of services. Now, I want to show you what all the services what AWS provides. That's the reason I have logged into my AWS Cloud Platform by using the URL aws.amazon.com. Yes, I have successfully logged in. Where can we see list of services? Can you see here, left side services? Okay. Click on this, you'll get the list of services. Please have a look at this. These are all the services what AWS provides. Oh my God. Please have a look at the number of services what AWS provides. There are few services related to computing. There is few services related to containers. There are services related to storage. There is services related to machine learning. There are services related to database. There are services related to analytics. Services related to business applications. Services related to networking and content delivery. Services related to identity and compliance. Services related to Internet of Things. These are number of services. There are close to 200 services available. Now, I hope you understand now what is AWS. Now, AWS is a collection of services that together makes a cloud platform. That's simple, as simple as that. This combination of services makes a cloud platform offered over the internet. Clear? Clear about this? Okay, now you know about the concept of AWS. It's a collection of services. Let's learn more about that. To provide these many services, there are close to 200 services which I just experienced. Am I right? To provide these many services to customers all over the world, AWS is maintaining data centers. To provide these many services which we have just looked at, and obviously they offer these services to customers all over the world, they maintain their data centers. Am I right? They have to maintain the data centers. So they are maintaining data centers in 25 regions. They are maintaining the data centers in 25 regions. Each region is a country. Each region is a country. So they have their data centers in approximately 25 countries. Now, if you want to know, so where exactly in which countries AWS is maintaining their data centers, you can search in Google AWS by using the keyword AWS Global Infrastructure Map. So I will show you, look at this. AWS Global Infrastructure. The global infrastructure to provide those many services which were just listed to cater the customers all over the world. They are maintaining their data centers in how many regions? 25 regions. Each region is present in one specific country. That means 25 countries, 1:1. Look at this. These blue circles are regions. Okay, so they have their data center in Mumbai, specific to India. They have their data centers in Australia to customer the clients present in Australia. They have their data centers in China. They have their data centers in Europe, UK. They have their data centers in US, Ohio. Clear? So to cater the customers all over the world. And there are many more data centers coming soon. There's one more data center coming in Hyderabad soon. I hope it is very clear. AWS is a collection of services offered over the internet. Together makes a cloud platform to provide those many services. AWS are having their data centers scattered all over the world. Okay, let's learn something more. Let's move on. What does AWS offer? What does AWS offer? Not only AWS, every cloud platform. Now, if I started with my question, if anybody asks you what is AWS, so I said AWS is a cloud platform. Don't think that the only cloud platform available in the world is AWS. Now, similar to AWS, there are many other cloud platform providers. AWS is one cloud platform provider. Do not think that the only cloud platform provider in the world is AWS. Now, similar to AWS, we have Microsoft Azure. What is Azure? Microsoft Azure is also a cloud platform. What is Azure? Azure is also a collection of services offered over the internet, same as AWS. We have the third leading cloud platform provider, GCP, Google Cloud Platform. These are the top leading cloud platform providers. Do not think that the AWS is one of its kind. No. The first cloud platform provider in the world is AWS. Now, similar to AWS, there are many other cloud platform providers by Microsoft. That's Azure. Google also providing the cloud platform, GCP. So even GCP is also collection of services offered over the internet that together makes a cloud platform. As simple as that. So these are the top 3 cloud platform providers in the world, and we are learning about AWS, the #1 cloud platform provider. Okay. Now, what this cloud platform provide? What are the features of cloud platform? What the cloud platform offers specific to our technology, that's AWS. What AWS offer? What does AWS offer? Every cloud platform offers 3 important concepts, provides 3 important features. These are concepts. Okay, look at this. AWS offers availability, scalability, pay as you go. Whenever you're learning any service, there are 200 services, isn't it? Whenever you're learning any service, you need to think from these 3 points, three perspective: availability, scalability, pay as you go. Okay, let's make these terms very simple. In fact, they are very simple. Let's start with the concept of availability. Now, what do you mean by availability? Look at this. AWS promises 11 nines of availability. That is 99.99999. So close to it's 100% available. Now, what do you mean by availability? Let's try to understand simple words. Okay. You have some data. You have some documents. Okay. You have some images. you have some videos, you have some audio files. Okay, you want to save your data. You want to save your data. Generally, if you want to save your data, so what we do generally, we buy a pen drive. Am I right, friends? If you want to save some data, generally what we do, we buy a pen drive and we save our data in a pen drive. Am I right? Isn't it? Agree or not? Perfect. Let's say you have some data, you want to save your data. So what you have, you bought a pen drive and you saved your data in the pen drive. Fine. Okay. Now, let's say you are in office. Let's say you are in office and your pen drive is at home. Friends, try to understand. You have some data, you have saved the data in your pen drive. You are in office, now the hardware is at your home. That means your pen drive is at home. Now, can you access the data? In this, the way you are storing the data, is it 100% accessible? No. You can access the data only when the hardware is with you. The pen drive is at home. Now you are working in office. Can you access the data? Impossible. You cannot access the data. So the way you are storing the data is not 100% available. The methodology in which you are storing the data, is a pen drive, in a pen drive. That's not 100% available. It is available only when the hardware is with you, when you're carrying a hardware. Whereas instead of storing the data in a pen drive, if you store it in AWS, it's 100% available. You may be at home, you may be at your office, you may be in a different location. On a click of a minute, you can access your data. Obviously, offered over the internet. If you want to use the services we have to offer over the internet, availability 100% available. Whichever the services which you are using on AWS are 100% available at any point of time. I have explained the concept of availability by taking an example of storage service. It can be any service. There is no concept of downtime. Your clients will not experience downtime of any service. There's no downtime. Have you any time seen Facebook down? Have you any time seen application like Twitter down? Have you any time seen Netflix down? Have you experienced any time Netflix is doing down? Netflix is one of the premium customers of AWS. The top paid AWS customer is Netflix. Have you any time seen Netflix down? No, there's no downtime, always available. When a client wants their applications not to have any downtime, they have to go with the cloud platform providers. I'm not specific to AWS. These are the features: availability, scalability, and pay as you go basis are the features of cloud platform. Any point of time available. There's no concept of downtime. Clear? I have explained this concept of availability specific to considering as an example of a storage service, but it can be any service. There is no concept of downtime. So that's what the cloud platform providers promise offers. Okay, so we are clear about the concept of availability. Let's move on. Okay, friends, let's move on to the next term. What is the next term? What first term is availability? What is the next term we should understand? Scalability. What do you mean by scalability? Ability to grow in size. Let's try to understand in our layman point of view. Scalability. AWS provides scalability of their services. There is no limitation. What do you mean by scalability? Let's try to understand. You want to store some data. Okay. You want to store some data. So obviously, like in a previous example, so you want to store some data. Generally, if you want to store some data, we buy a pen drive and store some data. Am I right? Let's say you bought a pen drive of 16 GB. Okay, so you bought a pen drive of 16 GB capacity. Your plan is to store some data. So let's say you're working on a business, on day-to-day business activities, you're getting some data and you want to save your data. So to save your data, you have bought a hardware of 16 GB pen drive. Okay. And then you have started using your hardware, you started saving your data in your pen drive, but eventually you came to know that the 16 GB is not sufficient for you. Let's say you want to store a 20 GB of data. Eventually your data is growing. Now the investment what you have done on your hardware, you have invested on the hardware of buying a 16 GB. I'm showing you, I'm making it example more simplified by considering a pen drive point of view. You can imagine a very big hardware. You want to save some data, expecting that you have invested on a hardware, you have bought a 16 GB of pen drive. Eventually, once you start using your hardware, you came to know that the hardware is not suiting your requirements. The investment which is done in your hardware is waste, because it's not exactly suiting your requirements. Probably you need to procure one more hardware. Agree or not? It's very difficult to estimate the business requirements. Agree or not? In traditional approach of procuring the hardware, the traditional approach of procuring the hardware is not scalable. The traditional approach of procuring the hardware, maintaining the hardware, and managing our services or managing the applications on hardware, they are not scalable. You may never know, the business requirements may increase. In such case, the hardwares are not flexible. Let's say, for example, to make it very simple, when you're planning to buy a laptop, we think about how much RAM, how much memory that laptop should have. Am I right? Should I go with a laptop of 8 GB, or should I buy a laptop with 16 GB? And what should be the processor? Should I go with i5 processor, or should I go with i7 processor? And what should be the storage? Shall I go with 1 TB storage, or shall I go with 500 GB? We think twice, we think thrice. Isn't it? Because once we procure the hardware, we have to use it. There's no concept of scalability. Agree or not? Isn't it? We think twice or thrice. Okay? Because the hardwares are very rigid. They are not scalable. Whereas AWS offers a scalability. At any point of time, you can increase your infrastructure, you can decrease the infrastructure. It offers the scalability, which is one of the important features where many clients are getting attracted towards the cloud platform providers. First point is availability. There's no concept of downtime. I've shown you some examples where the sites will never go down, applications will never go down. The second feature is scalability, ability to grow in size. Look at this. Ability to grow in size, instant elasticity. You can scale up and you can scale down. Look at the slide. Eliminate guessing on your infrastructure capacity needs. You don't need to worry about the guessing the infrastructure, because when you go for cloud platform providers like AWS, it is scalable at any point of time. Your business requirement increases, you can scale up your infrastructure. Let's say the business requirements decreases, you can scale down the infrastructure. It's dynamic. It's not rigid, it's not fixed. Do you know, in the pandemic, COVID pandemic season, in this last 1.5 year, the OTT platform providers like Netflix, Amazon Prime, they have increased their business by 300%. They're able to do that instantly. Number of subscribers are growing, especially in this pandemic season. They're able to do that. They're able to meet their unexpected demand because of this scalability concept. Instant. There's no downtime. It can be scalable at any point of time. Very important feature called scalability. So AWS offers availability. There's no concept of downtime. The clients can enjoy no downtime. The clients don't need to worry about the infrastructure guessing needs, because obviously the infrastructure is available on demand and it's scalable. You can scale up, you can scale down. Clear about this? Interesting, isn't it? Availability. These are the features because of which many clients are getting attracted towards the cloud platform providers. Clear about this? Let's move on. What is the third feature? One is availability. We have understood. The second feature is scalability. Isn't it? We have understood about scalability. Let's move on. What is the third feature? Pay as you go. Low ongoing cost. You can start with a low cost. You can start your business with low cost. Pay as you go pricing. No upfront expenses. No long-term commitments. For example, let's try to understand what you mean pay as you go basis in a simple word. Let's say I want to commute Let's say I want to commute. I'm based out of Hyderabad. And I want to travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai. I want to commute. I want to travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai. Okay. So what I can do, I can buy a car. That means I'm upfront investing on my infrastructure to make myself traveling comfortable as per my requirement from Hyderabad to Mumbai as and when I need. Okay. Once I start procuring my hardware, I bought a car, and once I started a couple of times going to Mumbai, and then I came to know that, okay, I don't need to travel. The investment which I've done it on my vehicle, my automobile, is always loss. Okay, clear about this? Instead, if I want to travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai, instead of procuring a car, I can hire a car and I'll pay only when I need it. I'll pay only when I use it. I'll hire a car. That's concept of pay as you go basis. Clients don't need to upfront invest on an infrastructure, especially. Infrastructure is already available by AWS. Amazon has already invested billions of dollars by maintaining the data centers all over the world. So again, why are you procuring the hardware? You can use the hardware which is already available by AWS. And then you'll be paying only for the amount of infrastructure what you have used. That's called pay as you go basis. No upfront infrastructure is not required. Upfront investment is not required. This is very important for a new entrepreneurs. This is very important for new entrepreneurs. For example, you want to start a new business. Let's say you want to start a new business, something similar to Amazon Prime. Let's say you want to start a new business, something similar to Amazon Prime. You know, Amazon Prime is an OTT platform where you can watch movies or web series. You want to start something similar to it. You want to give a competition to Amazon Prime. Boss, you don't need to buy infrastructure. You don't need to invest crores of rupees to manage the infrastructure, something similar to Amazon Prime. You don't need to do that. Already infrastructure is available. Just sign up for AWS and start using the infrastructure and start making your business live. Everything is managed. You don't need to have a infrastructure. You don't need to recruit a network engineer, system administrators. You don't need to buy a hardware at all. Everything is available on click of a button on demand. That's AWS. Pay as you go, and you'll be paying only for the amount of infrastructure what you have used. If you're using, you'll be paying it. If you're not using, you'll not be paying it. There's no long-term commitments. These are the three important features: availability, scalability, pay as you go basis are the three important features what AWS, in fact, every cloud platform provider offers, because of to enjoy these advantages, the clients are moving from on-premises, managing the infrastructure by themselves. They don't need to have that kind of headache. They're simply going to AWS, cloud platform providers, something like AWS. And because of the competition between the players of cloud platform providers, it's becoming cheaper and cheaper. Yes. Obviously, clients, it's an advantage for the clients to move their infrastructure on AWS. These are the features what the AWS offers. Okay, clear? I hope you are clear with audit. So as simple as that, AWS is a collection of services offered over the internet. And we have logged in, I have shown you the list of 200 services approximately. And to provide this list of services to customers all over the world, you know, AWS are maintaining their data centers in 25 countries to cater the customers all over the world. Clear? And it has the features called availability, scalability, and pay as you go basis. Okay, perfect. Okay. Gartner is a market research company. They generally perform research on different services or different products. With respect to their research work, you can see AWS is a leader in the cloud platform provider. The top cloud platform provider in the world is AWS. The number 2 provider is Microsoft Azure. The third leading cloud platform provider is Google. So these three are the leaders in the cloud platform providers. There are many other providers. You can see in the slide. You have Oracle is also having their own cloud. Alibaba is having their own cloud. IBM is having their own cloud. There are many other cloud platforms. But the popular leading cloud platform providers in the world, top three are AWS, Microsoft, and Google. That's nothing but Google Cloud Platform. Clear about this? Okay. So, any questions? Let's have quick introduction, quick talk. Okay. Any questions, please? Saurav Roy, you are allowed to unmute. I can see your hand raised, Saurav. You can unmute yourself and you can have a talk. Sohail Sheikh.
So,
How are you?
hi Sunil, I'm good. Thank you so much for this lecture.
Thank
My
you
question
very
is,
much.
like, why Amazon as a cloud platform?
Mhm.
We have Microsoft Azure, Google. So why Amazon?
Why Amazon is number one?
Yep.
Your question is, isn't it?
Yep.
Now,
Yes.
who is the first cloud platform provider in the world? One of its kind, started by AWS.
Okay.
Okay, AWS is the first cloud platform provider, first of its kind. Sohail. Okay. Okay. By the time the second provider is available, okay, they have already captured many of the clients. Sohail. Okay.
All right.
So as they are the beginners, so they already have captured the client base. That's the first reason. The second reason, AWS with respect to their diversity in respect to services, okay, because of which they are the preferred cloud platform providers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Sohail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank
May I
you.
know your location and your previous experience, please?
Yeah. So my name is Sheikh Suhail. I am working as an Oracle DBA.
Mhm.
I have 10 years experience. I am based into Pune,
Okay.
working for Pitney Bowes.
I hope you know, Sheikh, the DBA Oracle database is becoming autonomous and everything is becoming automated with respect to cloning, patching, disaster recovery. Am I right, Sheikh?
Yes,
So
absolutely correct.
this is all the trend of cloud. Okay.
Yes.
And I hope you know our database is going on cloud, even the Oracle products like Fusion, everything is going on cloud. Okay. So
Yes.
we need to go for a upgrade our skill sets. Okay. So paradigm shift time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and this AWS is such a skill set which suits for everybody. Everybody should know because they have the related services. You can see Sheikh, the services related to database. Agree or not? So DBS will prefer that. Okay, and there are services related to security. So the system, the security network operations team go for that. So it's all about selecting the specific services and exploring and upgrading the skills, which will help in improving your profile value. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sheikh. Satish Kalapu. Good morning. You are allowed to unmute, Satish. Okay. Kashyap, welcome.
Yeah, hi Surin, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. So just a quick question. So means I was reading one blog where I saw that Microsoft has got client as a Pentagon as a client, right?
Yes.
But in terms of that, in that race, Amazon was also there and Google was also there. So what different Microsoft did over there that they got the Pentagon, but it was supposed means as a Gartner Magic Quadrant, AWS is the top performer, right?
Yes.
But
Now,
Microsoft
Kashyap,
didn't. So
we all know that the three
yeah,
providers, isn't it, the leaders? There's a tough cutthroat competition
correct.
between the three leaders. One is AWS, Azure, and the GCP. Okay. And AWS is as of number one, and Azure is one of the most what do you say? What we say with respect to number of clients and with respect to number of revenues, Azure is fast catching up. Okay, and
Yes.
with respect to services, always AWS is with respect to number of services, AWS is always the first. First, it stands first. But with respect to pricing, Azure is more economical when compared to AWS. Okay, and especially when they're
Okay.
dealing with this kind of giant clients, they offer more better economical pricing. So those could be the reasons because of which the client have grabbed that particular client question. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Anything more, Kashyap?
Yeah. Clear.
You already know
Yeah.
AWS, or you completely new for it?
I am new to it.
Completely new.
I am new to it. And I'm learning slowly.
Okay, I hope you'll enjoy these sessions. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you very much. Good morning, Gitesh. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Gitesh. Yes, your question, please.
My question is, um, availability zone is in multiple zones is available in AWS in all over world. Means in India like that, how many
Your question
availability
is
availability zone like
availability zone.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know what is region? Before discussing about an availability zone, we had a quick discussion about region, isn't it?
Correct.
What is region?
Like that you say that in India is Mumbai one region.
Yes.
In
Region is nothing but AWS are maintaining the data centers in 25 regions. That means 25 countries. Okay.
yeah.
One region can be partitioned into multiple availability zones. Okay. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, Gitesh, one region is divided into multiple partitions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, we have one region in Mumbai. Am I right, Gitesh? That
Yeah.
Mumbai region is divided into three partitions, the three availability zones. Okay. Clear? For example, in our laptop, we have a hardware of a hard disk of 500 GB, isn't it? Gitesh, we make partition C drive, D drive, and E drive. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah. Correct.
In the same way, the complete data center can be divided into three partitions. Okay, those three partitions done inside the region are called as availability zones, and the one availability zone may not be in the same location. In Mumbai, the complete region is divided into three availability zones, and there can be approximately 4 to 5 kilometers distance from one availability zone to other availability zone. Need not be in the same campus. Okay, that's very important. Clear, Gitesh?
Okay. Yes. Clear.
But together, logically, it's called as a one region. Clear?
Okay.
So
Yes.
the
Clear.
partitions done in the Mumbai region are called availability zones specific to Mumbai. There are three availability zones. Okay. Am I clear, Gitesh?
Yeah. I'm clear. Thank you.
Yes. You're from which location?
I am from Maharashtra in Nagpur. Actually, I
Okay.
am working in Oracle FCM, supply chain
Wow.
management.
Okay. Is it Oracle Fusion or Oracle
No, EBS,
EBS?
EBS,
Oh, okay. Okay. Any
EBS.
specific reason why are you planning to?
Actually, actually last 5 to 4 years back, actually I am switching to AWS, but I am not that much of thought that time. Now I got some knowledge about this. That's why I am joining this AWS.
Okay. 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 You know, AWS is completely new for you.
I am new for it.
Okay. I hope definitely you'll enjoy this training. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Gitesh.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Let's move on. Okay. Okay. Coming to our course content. As I mentioned, AWS is collection of 200 services. Do we learn all the 200 services? Impossible. Impossible. Okay. There are some set of services which every resource should be aware of. There are sets of services that every resource, no matter you are from the database background, you are from the ETL background, or you are from the ERP background, or you are from the network engineer, or you are from a SAN storage, you may be from a developer. No matter you may have a different platform, but there are some set of services which are common, should be known by everybody who wants to get into the AWS cloud platform. Okay, those combination of services we have gathered. AWS in fact listed those services and they have named it as AWS suitable for AWS professionals. AWS architect, they named it as AWS architect role. So these are the set of services which will be covered as part of our training course. We start with EC2, S3, identity and access management, elastic load balancer, auto scaling, virtual private cloud, Route 53, relational database service, Beanstalk, cloud trial, email service, queuing service, notification service, cloud formation, cloud front, and cloud watch. These are the very important services which every resource should be aware of before they mention that before they want to mention their AWS skill set in their profile. So these are the topics which are covered as part of our training course. What's the duration of the training? The duration of the training, as mentioned in the slide, is 25 days, and it will be daily 1 hour and a small change in the session timings. It's not 4:30. It will be as usual, like how we have started today. It's 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay, as started today, as per Indian time zone. Clear? So 25 sessions are required to complete all these services. Once you're perfect with these services, you can select your service. Let's say you want to get into machine learning. There are no services related to machine learning because this is not course designed for machine learning resources. You have to understand this acts like a base platform. On top of it, you can select the service and upgrade yourself. Clear? Clear about this? Let's say you want to work on Internet of Things, IoT. There's no services related to IoT, but you have to learn all these services so that you can be comfortable working with the specialized skill sets related to IoT. So these are the topics which are covered as part of a training course. Next. Definitely many of you have this question. This training, does it help me to clear AWS certification? Yes, this slide helps you to know that. Let's have some discussion about certification. AWS provides different types of certifications. You can see in the slide. There are 4 levels, in fact. There are 4 levels of certification. You can see the foundational level, associate level, professional level, specialty level. Forget about number of certifications, but how many levels of certifications? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of which there is no importance for the first level. Please do not go for foundational level. There's no importance for it. There are no people who are appearing for. There are people who wants to go for foundational level, but this is not recommended. Okay. The training what we are learning, this 25 days of training, will help you to become AWS certified solutions architect associate level. Okay. The training what we are learning will help you to become AWS certified solutions architect associate level. You can attend for an associate level training. There's no prerequisite that you should complete foundational level, then only you can get into associate level. No, you can directly appear for associate level training. Okay, so this training helps you to become AWS certified solutions architect associate level. So these services, and I'll provide you some dumps. Dumps are frequently asked questions. So once you're clear with the dumps, you get the same questions from the dump and you can appear it and then you can clear it and you can be certified. Okay. Okay, and there are other trainings also. You can see AWS certified developer, AWS certified sysops administrator certification, associate level, and AWS solutions architect professional level, DevOps engineer, and there are specialty level with respect to that machine learning, with respect to advanced networking, with respect to cyber security, with respect to big data. These are specialty level services. You have to appear in case if you're from that particular specialty from that particular skill set. But this is a general common preferred certificate in the industry. Okay, which one? The AWS certified solutions architect. Developers can do that. I have seen many developers becoming solutions architect. It's important because it's something standard certificate which suits for any kind of role. Okay, and if you want to appear for professional level, you need to learn 7 more services. How many services we are learning as part of our training course? If you can see the slide. So you can see the slide. So the approximately 16 services. If you learn 6 more services, then you can appear for professional level. Okay, that's up to you. So, but this training is designed to become AWS certified solutions architect, associate level. Perfect. Okay. It's time for questions again. Okay. So this is our agenda. So we are done with our agenda. If you can see the slide, the beginning slide, we had a quick introduction about myself. We have small interaction with other participants. You now know what is AWS. AWS is a cloud platform provider, offers over the services. You know what are cloud platform? What is a cloud platform? You know what are the advantages, availability, scalability, pay as you go. You now know what are the topics which are covered as part of the training course, and this target audience is suitable for no matter you're a developer background or you're from the operations team, you're from a networking team, you may be from big data, you may be from ETL, you may be from SAP, no matter it is. Okay, this is the course which you need to start with, and you can also appear for AWS certified solutions architect once you complete and once you prepare for the respect to dumps. Okay, clear? So this is what and you know the schedule, the session times, like how we have started today. It will be 25 days and it will be 5 days a week. Clear about this? Okay, so before ending, let's have finishing call. Leela Pawan. I can see your hand raised, Leela Pawan. Can you unmute?
Yeah, hi Sunil.
How are you doing, Pawan?
Yeah, fine. I'm in working in last 5 years in system administrator.
Okay.
So total my background is a Linux side.
Okay.
So I want to that AWS admin side doing certification like that. I'm interested to it.
Okay.
So right now in my project also AWS related project.
Perfect.
So simultaneously I
You
learn
know
about
AWS or you already know AWS or is it the first time you're learning, Pawan?
the first time, but I'm simultaneously through on some online
Videos and
yes, like that.
lectures. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a proper. That's why I'm thinking that we need to go to the proper training like that.
Okay. So please continue this 25 hours of training, which will give you a more
Yes.
professional approach of upgrading your skill sets, and then you can implement it.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sunil. Thanks.
You're from which city, Pawan? Hello? You're from which location, Pawan?
Hyderabad.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good morning, Hema Kumar. Okay. Girinath Reddy, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Girinath, how are you doing?
Hi, Sunil. Good morning. Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you.
I'm working as a Java developer. I have 9 years of experience. Currently Bangalore location.
Okay.
So, what is the scope of as a Java developer into the AWS?
Okay, even though you are a developer role, Girinath, you may be a Java developer or Python developer. Okay, you will be your clients when your clients to which you are developing an application, when the clients are managing their infrastructure, move their infrastructure to cloud platform provider, at one point of time, at one point or other, you need to understand how exactly the client infrastructure, AWS infrastructure works. Let's say if you want to communicate to your application server Girinath, which is hosted on AWS, okay, to deploy, or you want to work with the database which is running on AWS. So because as the infrastructure is completely moved on to AWS, at one point of other, developers needs to use the infrastructure. So at that point of time, these skill sets will make yourself comfortable. Okay. Okay. So as I told you, so even developer is always important to have expertise. The cloud having knowledge on cloud or AWS is something which is common, Girinath. Okay. So it's always recommended. Having this skill set in your developer profile adds value. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
How do you got to know about this training, Girinath?
Yeah, one of my friend referred yesterday. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any other sessions planning to, to learn extra features in this AWS?
This content is defined with respect to the set of services. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. In case if you want to upskill yourself, I recommend to go with DevOps combination. AWS and DevOps combination does very good, Girinath. Okay.
Okay.
So even DevOps is suitable for a developer. In case if you want to move from a developer track to DevOps platform, Girinath, combination of AWS and DevOps skill sets will definitely leverage your skills. Okay. So in case if you want to upgrade after this course, I recommend you to go with DevOps.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, Hema Kumar, welcome.
Yeah, Sunil, good morning.
Good morning, Hema.
Thank you for giving for us as a free training.
Thank you, Hema Kumar. How is today's session?
Yeah, good, Sunil.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.
Actually, I am in AWS associate trainee as a My Software Solution in Hyderabad only.
You are already certified?
No. I am joined as a training.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yes, tell me your question.
I am planning to as a AWS associate solution architect certification. That's why I am joined to this.
As I told you, you should be perfect in whatever we are learning, understanding the conceptual knowledge. That is step one, Hema. Next step, I will be providing you the dumps. You need to be perfect with the dumps. There are approximately 250 questions, Hema.
Okay.
You should be perfect with all the 250 questions. Okay, along with the solutions, you will get it. Once you're clear with the subject knowledge and then preparation with the dumps, then you can appear for the exam, and you can become certified. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Hema. Tai Kaushik, welcome. You are allowed to unmute, Kaushik. I can see your hand raised.
Yeah, hi Sunil.
We can hear you. Thank you.
Actually, I am from a non-technical background.
Okay.
I have completed my BTech Civil Engineering.
Mm-hmm.
At present, I am working in Wipro under Google Mapping process.
Okay.
So I am completely new to AWS.
Okay.
Is this session enough for AWS or
the first point? There is no prerequisite. Okay, Kaushik, you know that. Okay, as I mentioned, there's no prerequisite for the course because it's a beginner level course, beginner to medium level course. Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely you can learn yourself. You can understand the concept. The more you do hands-on, you can be confident with respect to AWS. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once you learn this AWS, I recommend to go with DevOps. Okay, because the combination of AWS and DevOps skill sets are doing good. And then once you master with both the courses, you can create your profile and then you can start attending the interviews. That's how you need to shift your current job to the better role. Okay.
Okay.
Clear, Kaushik?
Yeah. What are the companies that hire under these AWS and DevOps?
All the top companies, whatever the branded companies, or all the IT companies now needs AWS professionals, Kaushik.
Yeah.
No doubt on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kaushik. Tejaswini.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay. I'm basically from technical support background, so I have 4 years of experience. So I wanted to change this domain. So when you say that services, is it most of the job related to support role in this?
Yes, no, they are services related to support role. They are services related to developer role. Okay, but these are the common services which everybody should know it, Tejaswini. Okay, so even though you're from support role, this course will help you to make yourself comfortable with the AWS environment, and which helps you to move to AWS engineer rather than a specific support role, technical support role. Okay, Tejaswini.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So before ending, one point I want to clear this. Okay, if you have any more questions, okay, if you have any more questions with respect to this particular training, you can give a missed call to this number. Please take a note of this number. It's a landline number, so give 08035375141. Give a missed call to this number, so our support team will call you back and we will have a talk with you. Please take a note. It is 08035375141. Okay, so before ending, let's have a final call. Srikanth Juru. Srikanth Juru, you are allowed to unmute.
Hello.
Hi Srikanth, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay.
Yeah, I am since 3 years I'm working as site engineer. Basically, I'm triple department.
Okay.
Right now I'm taking a DevOps course also.
Okay. Okay. As you know, DevOps engineers also should know AWS.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So combination of skill sets does very good. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
I want to know. I know some services, but I don't know many services like you showed in the like.
In the course content.
Course content.
Okay.
That's why I know easy to like VPC also. I think like services I know, but I don't know many services. I want to know. That's why I.
You're welcome, Srikanth. So list of all the services will help you to more have a broader understanding how exactly AWS helps the clients. Okay. I hope you'll enjoy this training. Okay. Thank you, Srikanth.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. So thank you all again. We are ending this session. So for more details, give a missed call to this particular number as I mentioned, so that our team will call you. May not be instantly, but definitely we'll get a call from our end. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the session. The continuation of this session will be tomorrow. Very important. The continuation of this session will be tomorrow at same time. In tomorrow's the agenda for tomorrow's session is to how to create a new AWS account. I'm sure many of you are completely new. They do not know how to. You do not know how to create a new AWS account. I'll guide you how to create a new AWS account. Okay. So once we are done with creating a new AWS account, we jump into practicals. We log into AWS and we start exploring the first service called as EC2. That's our plan for today's session, tomorrow's session. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Stay tuned for tomorrow and stay tuned in our WhatsApp group. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.